that won this National Talent project back in the late 80s and were given the opportunity to record a demo tape, and they sent it all around the world, and they got a load of rejection letters, but they got one kind of real positive message from SONY-BMG. We're like, we really like, you're not quite what we're looking for, but we'd like to hear some more from you and maybe we'll progress. So to get like that from Sony is a huge thing. Well, one of the members of the band is religious, is being told by his parents he needs to go on a church mission. He pulls out of the band and the band disbands. And he was suddenly on the precipice of becoming a major international star, right? A musician in his own right, a musical future was there in the palm of his hand, and then it was taken away from him. Well, anyway, the band was called Our Society. R, exclamation points, Society. And he sent me, has Rick, their SoundCloud. Now, I gotta be honest with you, I've listened to a number of the tracks on the SoundCloud, and I gotta be honest, some of the original recordings are pretty low quality. And I'll be honest with you, Rick, a couple of them, I'm not sure what Sony was smoking when they heard it. It's some pretty out there stuff. But there's one track on here, there's one track which I really quite like. And it's kind of got this Depeche Mode, Pet Shop Boys thing going on. And I thought we could have some fun here on Rob and Friends with, you know, with a radio station like today. Why don't we give Rick his moment? Rick had a moment 30 years ago. 1989, he first recorded these songs, and SONY-BMG were going to sign them, and it was all snatched away. My guess is Rick has never heard one of his songs on the radio before. So why don't we now, in the year of our Lord, 2022, give Rick the moment that they always wanted and play some Our Society off of SoundCloud on the radio. And it's the SoundCloud part that's going to upset new boss Johnny.
Now for something completely different. It's a Today bonus play. Today Radio.
Friends, this song is called Round 2, okay? This is the song that I'm going to play for you. I think it's pretty cool, and I want to get your thoughts on this. So get your phones out, and you're going to be the Simon Cowells on this to Rick. Be kind, but be fair. 403-225-1015. Give me your thoughts to this Canadian band that never was. A friend of Today Radio, Rick, with his band from 1989, Our Society, and Round 2.
Round and round like a Ferris wheel, trying to figure how you feel. Misread signals over time, mixed emotions, forcing smiles. Can't remember how or when, where we start and where we end. Simply stupid, hell-bent pride. Round and round this Ferris ride. Silly game boy, silly game girl, ride around on this silly game world. Silly game boy, silly game girl, ride around on this silly game world. Spoken words are not so tame, always play your silly game. Round and round we go again. So-called life, it never ends. Beaten path by different drums, always working, never fun. Unsing chorus, duty bound. Life's a cycle, round and round. Silly game boy, silly game girl, ride around on this silly game world. Silly game boy, silly game girl, ride around on this silly game world. Misread signals over time, Mixed emotions, force and smiles. Simply stupid, hell-bent ride. Round and round this Ferris ride. Can't remember how or when, where we start and where we end. Simply stupid, know it's real. Round and round this Ferris wheel. Silly game boy, silly game girl, ride around on this silly game world. Silly game boy, silly game girl, ride around on this silly game world. Silly game boy, silly game girl, ride around on this silly game world. Silly game boy, silly game girl, ride around on this silly game world.
Friends, what did you think of that? That is a Canadian band called Our Society. A friend of Today Radio, Rick, this was his band 30 years ago. They were going to go all the way to the top. They had had a letter from SONY-BMG to potentially be signed, and then a member of the band dropped out and the whole thing fell apart. And I thought, wouldn't it be cool if we could give Rick his moment and play one of his songs on the radio? It's on SoundCloud right now. You can go find it for yourself. The song is called Round 2. I thought it was a certified banger. I love that track. That is, it was written in 1989. That is a 90s, 80s Depeche Mode type vibe. I want to get what you thought about it though, friends. 403-225-1915. Daniel in the Northeast. Not bad. Didn't hate it. Love it. Michelle, nice for you to give him his moment. Very 80s. Probably would have done very well back in the day. This should be in regular rotation, says Chris in Mackenzie Town. You can play this. Oh, yeah, buddy. We can play that in regular rotation. I'm sure Taylor and New Boss Johnny have no problem. Not bad, says Michael from Dover. They have potential. Michelle, the Smoke Show is getting Kim Vitchell vibes. There's a lot of love here, Rick. You're getting a lot of love for your vibe. A lot of love. The only person that didn't like it was Jess. Jess, boo! All this positivity. But I asked for honesty. So I think it's a banger. I thought that's a certified banger. Rick, I hope you enjoyed your moment, bud. I wanted to play that on the radio for you. You didn't get your moment back 30 years ago when your band fell apart just as the precipice of being signed. But there you go. Some 30 odd years later, you got your moment being played on the radio.